sorrow of Moldavia command you.
Oh, command me, Lord!
Hey everybody, Jason here of GhostbustersNews.com, and as always, Ghostbusters News right here on YouTube, and it is time for another installment of Fan Mail Friday, and today's episode is going to be extra spooky because this year's Ghostbusters News Halloween Countdown, well, it continues in this video. But before we start cracking open packages and such, if you have anything you'd like to send in to the Ghostbusters News headquarters, as always, we do have our mailing address, and it can be found right down below in this video's description. Now you're probably asking, Jason, why is today's episode so spooky? Well, it's spooky because I've got like 6 packages to get to. Today's episode is like one of the biggest ones ever, and I've got like them all stacked up next to me here, and I'm afraid they're gonna fall over and crush me. And to me, that's pretty spooky. So our first package here today is from a Lance Bauer in Newville, Pennsylvania, and it says open on this side. So let's go ahead and open on that side. So we're kicking things off here with a letter. It says, "Dear Jason, be careful removing tissue paper, wrap stained glass." There's stained glass inside this box? A Ghostbusters stained glass item? What could it be? Now back to the letter here. Lance talks about his love for Ghostbusters 2, and I love Ghostbusters 2. So is the stained glass something from Ghostbusters 2? Could it be like the Ghostbusters 2 logo, or like a Vigo, or something like that? I'm excited. He says that it was made about 15 years ago, and they want me to have it. Lance, thank you. And actually, my correction here, it looks like everything in the box, it's not just from Lance. It's from Lance, Carrie, Carter, and Lennox, members of the Central Pennsylvania Ghostbusters. And I actually want to call out the Central Pennsylvania Ghostbusters right quick here, because for almost 10 years, they've been doing their thing, and right now, they are supporting an autism support school, as well as also a therapy horse riding service. That is amazing. You guys are amazing. Now it looks like there's actually a few additional items in here that I was not expecting. I know I'm like looking for a stained glass item in that box there, but first we've got this 16 gigabyte USB eraser combo. It's a USB stick, it's an eraser, what's not to love? Now on top of that, there's also this baggie here full of goodies. We first got a Central Pennsylvania Ghostbusters patch, and I love it. We got the No Ghost there with a salted pretzel. From there, we've got one of the Ghostbuster Answer the Call collector's patches, which it has its release date on it. You can see in theaters there, July 15th, 2016. And we got more Central Pennsylvania Ghostbusters goodies here, as we've got a business card and also a pin with their branding on it. From there, we've got the stained glass item, and I can see what it is through the bubble wrap right now. Let me just tear this off. It is, in fact, a stained glass Ghostbusters 2 logo. This is amazing. Lance, Carrie, Carter, Lennox, everybody at the Central Pennsylvania Ghostbusters, thank you so much. They even included like a little stand here so I can have it on display, like in the collection room. Thank you once again. Thank you so much. Now moving on, we've got the second package here today, and this one, well, I've actually already opened, because you may have noticed my shirt, and not this Slimer shirt. I'm talking about the undershirt, because this shirt was sent in by Ghostbusters News Patreon members, the Philp family. More importantly, the awesome artwork you're seeing on the shirt was done by 5-year-old Jack Philp. As you can see, he is super talented, and he just turned 5 years old not too long ago. Actually, you know what? If you can do me a favor, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you can comment on this video and wish Jack a very happy birthday. And speaking of birthdays and speaking of gifts, Jack and his family actually sent me something else in the mail, and it is right here. It is a 4-pack of Ghostbusters Afterlife Boys Briefs. The briefs feature the Ecto-1, they feature the No Ghost logo, we got the mini puffs on there. Now the Philp family did buy them in size 8. That's the biggest size that these boys briefs come in, but I don't think I'm going to try them on here. This is certainly going to be more of a collector's item for me. Actually, I don't know if a grown man should have boys briefs in his collection. And moving on here, we've got package number 3, and this one is from David Darkstone. Let's see what David sent in here. Oh, there's a note on it. Hey Jason, just in case you have too many marshmallows, this might help. What the? David, you sent me a performance sauna suit. I mean, thank you. Are you trying to tell me that I'm chunky? Oh, wait a minute. There's something different inside the box. Now it makes sense. Thanks, David. Okay, this is pretty cool. We've got ourselves an officially licensed Ghostbusters Marshmallow Snapdragon, which is really at heart a Marshmallow Slingshot. Now, I know these were done back in like 2014 by the Marshmallow Fun Company. I actually reviewed one of their marshmallow popper guns like years upon years ago, but I never actually got my hands on this. So David, Thank you. Ooh, it says it shoots up to 30 feet. We may have to do a separate video of me just like shooting this at strangers. Now coming up next, we've got an envelope here from Dylan Sutton, and actually Dylan has sent in stuff before to the Ghostbusters News headquarters, so let's see what he's done this time. And Dylan's whole thing is fan art. As you can see right here, we got this drawing of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He's looking angry, he's looking fierce, and you can see next to it, it says Puffy White Menace. From there, we got this adorable drawing of Stay Puft there sleeping next to Slimer. We got the Ecto-1, and it looks like Stay Puft is dreaming about destroying New York City. And then we've got this custom logo design here of the Chula Vista Ghostbusters. So Dylan, as always, I thank you so much for the art. Keep them coming. All right, now continuing on here, our next box is from Money Mike. And I know Money Mike, he's sent in like tons of stuff to the Ghostbusters News headquarters. And I know Money Mike, he does the YouTube thing just like me. In fact, I recommend you check out his channel. I'm gonna include a link to it down below in this video's description. Money Mike Midwest Retro Gaming. But I've been talking to Mike through Facebook, and I actually know what he's sending me, and I'm pretty excited to see it. And here it is, this collector's Coca-Cola Ghostbusters II glass mug. You can see we got the Coca-Cola branding. It also has the Ghostbusters 2 logo and the city of New York. And from what I gathered, this glass mug comes all the way from China. So Mike, I thank you so much for sending this glass mug in. You constantly send me cool stuff. I mean, you come across so many rare, obscure Ghostbuster items. It's crazy. And every couple months, it seems like you're my hookup for one of those items. So Mike, I thank you so much. You're awesome. Now we got one more parcel to take a look at today, and this comes from Gabriel Ochoa. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. O-C-H-O-A, Ochoa. Gabriel is from Dallas, Texas, and let's see what he sent in. Well, we're kicking it off with a letter, and it looks like actually maybe like a 3-page letter. Oh no, 4-page letter. Dear Jason, my name is Gabriel Ochoa. Once again, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm a big fan of your channel, and I'm sending you 3 gifts that I hope you like. Gabriel, I thank you. I suggest you open them one by one. The following pages are detailed descriptions of what they are. I hope these items find a place in your collection. I'm sure they will. Now, Gabriel says back in 2016, he, his wife, and 2 Korean friends started up Ghostbusters South Korea. They got a certificate from Ghost Corps. He and his wife also attended the premiere of Answer the Call in Los Angeles, where they met up with many ghost heads. Unfortunately, the group disbanded after we left Korea, and one member got married. You have in your hands now the last patch available from our group. I hope you like it. I'm assuming that is what is in this envelope here. It is. Gabriel, I absolutely do like it, and I love getting a patch, and there's actually like a backstory to it. So I thank you for including that in the letter. So on the next page, Gabriel talks about actually when he lived in South Korea back in 2016 when Ghostbusters Answer the Call was released. And he was able to actually score some promotional like tie-in items, an AK Plaza promotional flyer, and Fila Korea stickers. And that's what these are here. First, I'm going to show you the sticker sheet. Certainly a pretty cool collector's piece there. And I'll admit, I'm a total sucker when it comes to Ghostbusters items from other countries. So I absolutely love this. And continuing on here, this is the AK Plaza promotional flyer. We've got the Ghostbusters logo right on the front there. And then opening up, we got an image of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, some slime. You can see they advertise some paper toys, a Buster's beverage. There was also an Answer the Call tote bag with the 4 girls and Kevin. I really need that. Seriously, if anybody out there is watching this video and you have that tote bag, send me an email, send me a message. I need that tote bag today. But last but not least, we got our final page here, and it says, Real Ghostbusters Janine Melnitz. Last year, I saw the amazing work of Tom's Geeky Garage and Toysaurus, and during COVID lockdown, I decided to learn how to make silicone molds and resin casts. After a lot of problems, I made my own unreleased Kenner Real Ghostbusters figures. A Peter from Citizen Ghost, a Spectral Peter, and Janine. Initially, I thought of making all 4 Busters in their khaki uniforms, but in the end, I just made Peter. For Janine, I made 2, one in a pink jumpsuit and another in a brown one. The figure in this box is the first successful prototype of the Janine figure. Now, I am really curious as to what this is going to look like. Oh my gozer! Gabriel, this looks awesome. This looks like a Janine figure if Janine had an action figure, you know, in Series 1 of the Real Ghostbusters toy line. And not only am I a sucker when it comes to like Ghostbuster material released in other countries, but holy heck am I a sucker when it comes to Ghostbuster bootleg items. Oh, and Gabriel, he didn't stop there. He also included a Proton Pack. So let's go ahead and attach that into Janine's back, and look at that. Wow, like I'm honestly blown away by this. This looks really so good. Now, it's actually kind of funny about a figure like this is like 3-4 months ago, I got into a bidding war on eBay with somebody over a custom Janine that looked like she was from like a Series 1 Real Ghostbusters line. I think it went for like something like 150, 160 bucks in the end. I am so happy I lost that auction because one thing, you know, it's Fan Mail Friday and this got sent to me. Thank you, Gabriel. But also, this one looks so much better than the one that sold for 150 bucks on eBay. So Gabriel, I thank you for the box of goodies there. Everything inside was so awesome. And for everybody else that sent in packages today, once again, I want to thank you all so much. Now, as always, if you have anything you'd like to send into the Ghostbusters News headquarters and get it featured here on Ghostbusters News, we do have our shipping address, and it can be found right down below in this video's description. That does it for me today. As always, be sure to subscribe to Ghostbusters News here on YouTube. Bust that bell notification icon to stay up to date with everything that's happening within the Ghostbusters world. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. We have a link to that down below in this video's description, and I'll see everybody right back here next time.